My name is John. I'm a volunteer with the Afghan Canadian Interpreter Group. I'm going to show you how to do a web form. This web form is a new change about a week ago. The Government of Canada uploaded what they call a web form. It was always available just through different aspects and means. In previous times, you were asked to supply emails depending on your situation to the different email addresses as you see here. However, now you can click on this little link on our webpage here and it'll automatically bring you to the web form. If you click on the left side here, it'll go to what you require and how to submit the web form. I highly recommend that you read through this prior to actually doing the web form, but this video will help you do the web form as well. Upload documentation that you require. Any documents that show you work for the Government of Canada. That's it. Just your letter of references. Maybe if you have an ID card that's got a Canadian flag on it. Simple stuff like this. Don't get too many. You're only entitled to apply the web form with about 5 files, I believe it is, to a maximum of, I think, 5 megabytes, which is not a whole lot. Yes, if you have a passport, upload your passport and each passport for each family member traveling with you, if possible. This is not an end-all be-all thing here. It simply will help you, help them identify you, but they will request that from you, I am sure, if you do not have it at that point in time. So, to the web form itself. It starts off, tell us what you want to do. Before I begin this any further, I just want to simply say that we are not the Government of Canada. We're just simply an advocacy group to help you out and support you in your journey to Canada here, specifically with your application, which many are having an issue with. So what situation are you currently contacting us about? Situation in Afghanistan. What do you want to do? Ask about special immigration measures for Afghans who help the Canadian government. This is mostly what most of you are going to click on, okay? And hit continue. Tell us about yourself. Which of the following apply to you? For the most part, most people will go through probably, I am an Afghan national who worked with Canadian Armed Forces. Click on that. And this is a point in time, if you are the principal applicant, you click on that. If you're an authorized representative, you can click on that. And I am writing on behalf of the principal applicant. I highly recommend if you're advocating for the principal applicant that's currently in Afghanistan or another country waiting to get out of those specific countries, you become an authorized representative, and it's pretty easy. You just go down, click on that, and click on use of a representative, IMM 5476 form. This is pertinent to do that form if you want to become an authorized representative. If you do not do that form, Immigrations Canada or any of the other entities that support Immigrations Canada will not speak to you. You'll have to have the principal applicant do all the work. So, for the most part, anytime I submit anything for anybody, I'm an authorized representative. But for the most part, well, here we'll just make this easy and go, I am the principal applicant. And you go to the next page. So where do you live? You live in Afghanistan. You're given names, okay? We'll say, we'll just make something up here. Gandhi. Your family name. That is your last name, okay? We'll say Mohammed. Your email address. We'll make it easy. We'll gm@gmail.com or whatever your email address is, and you have to confirm this here down below, and it has to match. Your country code, okay, for most of you it's 9378787666, whatever your number is. And if you want messages, SMS messages, click on that. If not, not a big deal either. Your date of birth. There's got to be a simpler way to do this. Okay, let's go 1984. And we'll go July 11th, 1984 is when you were born. Your country of birth, Afghanistan. Details about your previous application. If you supplied a previous application underneath one of the old emails, I would be honest and truthful here and put the information in that you did before. So select the category. It doesn't need to be exact either. You select probably permanent residence to become a Canadian. Which application did the principal applicant submit? Outside of Canada, spouse and partner, or it's either humanitarian and compassion. I have to actually look at that. Either way, you're selecting one of them. What information do you have about the principal applicant or their application? If you have your application number, which is usually starts with a G, or your unit client identifier number, this is your point in time, or your passport or travel document number. Click one of those, okay? Let's say we'll have an application number, and it usually starts with a G, 000456778, whatever it may be. And how did you apply? Online, on paper, or non-applicable? Most of you applied online. Yeah, if you make one mistake, it's going to fix that. Sorry. And when did you apply? A lot of people don't know the exact dates, but I can tell you most of the people that I know and I'm advocating for applied somewhere around the beginning of August of 2021. For this here, this is very simple. Each family member needs to be written down. So we'll say G. Gandhi. We'll say your wife's name is Frida. Okay, and your last name is Mohammed. Okay, and your date of birth is January 1st, 1986. And I would simply put sister or wife. Next one here, we'll go girl, Mohammed. January 1, I don't know, we'll make them a little younger here, 1994. And we'll go daughter. And then boy, son. And essentially what you do is you just keep putting these in exactly like that. Each one has to be on a different line for as many family members that you're bringing. This is a time where you need to put the exact number of family members you're coming with you. It's hard to add those people to your file later on. So this is your time to shine and have those people added right then and there. Describe your relationship with the government of Canada. I have found when I filled this form out that it says max of 1,500 characters, but I'm pretty sure that means spaces as well. So you don't have much space to put here. So you can simply say, I was an interpreter with the Canadian military on FOB Wilson from, it's always good to put months if you know months, but years are fine too. So December 2009 to January 2013. I'm just making dates up here. I provided linguistic translation or whatever you want to put here. At the end of the day, this is your point in time to put whatever you did for the Canadian military. If you were a cook, you put I was a cook. It's always good to put the exact camps so then we can look back on and get you some information. And most of us can probably help you find somebody in the military as well that that may know you or have seen you at some point in time. And then the good old be-all documentation. So I'm just going to provide an example here. So what I've done earlier is just simply drag and drop. And it tells you exactly how to add more files as well. You just hit Control and drag and drop, and then you go review your request, and it goes through everything. Verify that everything is in fact correct. Check here, and then submit your request. It's that simple.